Dolton's new village administrator has had multiple brushes with the law and was fired from a high school for allegedly sexually harassing a 15-year-old girl.
He allegedly stole gasoline by posing as a police officer. Then in 2018, Smith was working as an assistant dean at Thornton Fractional High School when he was fired for sexual harassment of a female student, grooming a student with lascivious intent, and inappropriate aggressive behavior towards a male student. According to his termination letter, Smith was accused of contacting a 15-year-old female student on Snapchat with inappropriate comments and making her his girlfriend. Then earlier this year, Smith was fired from the Echo School District for falsifying information on your employment application.
What the? Tiffany, wait. I'm at a loss for words. Let me reel it in. Why are you doing this? Her new city administrator, who she just appointed, despite the fact that her last meeting, the board didn't show up, she appointed this person anyway, apparently with no background check. And he's already got charges. He's got a questionable background. Here's my question to you. Is this rational people? We're all rational people here. If you got all this scrutiny, why would you go and hire somebody without board approval, without the proper background check that looks any kind of questionable? Because it's just going to make you look even crazier than you already looking. Her last city administrator just got indicted. Her last police chief just got indicted. So you finna bring in a guy that has charges and a pattern of charges, not just one, not just two, multiple charges of stuff. And he gonna come in here and you expect this to go well? How? But you know what?
Dolton's new village administrator has had multiple brushes with the law and was fired from a high school for allegedly sexually harassing a 15-year-old girl.
Dane Placco has the latest chapter in this ongoing Dolton investigation.
Tuesday night, Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard appointed a new top aide to a $100,000 a year job, 34-year-old Michael A. Smith, who's been active in South suburban politics for years.
The reason for Mike is he have a wealth of great information. He's a young person and ex-politician. He knows the laws like the back of his hand.
Perhaps that's because Smith has been in and out of trouble with the law for years.
Her hiring people without doing a proper background check and presenting it to the board. And that's our issue. That could pose a great danger to our community.
Dolton.
See, that's my problem. That's what's pissing me off about Mayor Henyard. She has good programs. She has some good ideas. We got to give it to her. The stuff that she does for the seniors, the stuff that she does for the kids, all that stuff is cool. But she misses the point. Everybody got good ideas when they go in office, but the key is you have counsel for a reason. That's what trustees are for. That's what councils are, councilmen. That's what they're for. They're supposed to give you advice on, not, I don't think you should do that. Nah, on behalf of the public, we ain't finna play it like that. But she keeps skipping over them, and that's the piece that she doesn't get. Come out with your great idea. If it's that good, work it, and it should stand the test. Come up with your idea, pick the person you want to pick, present the background and all that to the board, take it through the process, and then if it goes wrong, you're sharing the blame with the board because the board can at least say you followed the proper channels. But when you just do it off the cuff like you've been doing stuff, you end up taking the hit like you've been taking the hit. Why is she doing this, y'all? Why? I mean, this has got me. It's hard to get past what they say the guy's been charged with, like girls and boys and stealing gas and dressed up like a police officer. I mean, damn, like, bro, like this is career criminal list type of stuff. You got a Christmas list of crime. Like, come on, man. But let's just say that none of it's true. Let's say everything's wrong. It looks horrible. And it's magnified because of all the stuff Tiffany got going on around her. She would have been better off hiring somebody who's never been a city administrator before with a squeaky clean record that's coming in trying to clean up stuff. She could have just positioned it different, but to hire somebody, regardless of the experience, with all this kind of dust around them, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I really feel like she has some good intentions, but poor execution across the board. Just Piss poor execution across the board. I don't get it.
Trustees Brittany Norwood and Tammy Brown
is alarming.
were not at last night's meeting when Smith was appointed. The 4 Dolton trustees opposed to Henyard postponed the meeting and say none of the action taken was legal.
It's very interesting, considering the fact that she didn't have a quorum.
Smith is replacing Henyard's previous handpicked village administrator, Keith Freeman, who fell out of favor after he was charged with bankruptcy fraud and is now believed to be cooperating with an FBI investigation into Henyard. But Freeman is apparently still on the village payroll and filling the job. So can you have a second village administrator?
No. We don't have the finances for that. As you all know, we are definitely in a financial bind, and we cannot afford 2 village administrators.
And so apparently they still unclear on if the other city administrator, which is Keith Freeman, is he gone or not? Or is he like on administrative leave, but they're still paying him? What is this? This is a shit show if I've ever seen one. So they're saying all the charges have been dismissed that was put on him. That's a problem, but that's not the biggest problem. They got to understand it looks crazy. Appearances matter. People are responding to you based on how things are looking. It looks crazy. Stop letting it look crazy, because these are easy layups. You should have ran your background on this guy before this stuff even came out, and you know it was going to make you look bad. Y'all help me understand what Mayor Henyard is thinking. What is she doing? Like, what's the end game here? Like, I appreciate she's young. Hey, I told you, I think she's cute, you know, and I appreciate new ideas. I appreciate the fact that she's trying to make some things happen, but what's wrong with making it happen the right way? What's wrong with following the rules, following the ordinances? And if you don't like the ordinances, campaign to get them changed. But don't just do stuff, and then when it all falls down, she's playing a serious game with serious consequences. I don't get it. I don't know. But whatever. Until next time, be unlikely and stay unstoppable.